Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shane, and today we are going to feed all of my animals. You may be thinking to yourself, Shane, you look particularly rough today. I'm sick. I have a nasty head cold. I feel not good. I don't feel good. But it doesn't matter because my animals still have to eat. So we're feeding them. I've done a video of feeding all my animals in a long time. So I'm really excited. Hopefully you all enjoy it, and let's just get straight into it. Okay, so there's a couple animals we're not going to be feeding in this video, and that would just be my Pac-Man frog, because he had a pinky recently, so it's not time for him to eat again, and my tarantulas, because they just ate as well. The animals that actually require a lot of prep to feed is my lizard. Two of them specifically, the rest of them are easy, is my blue-tongued skink and my bearded dragon. So here is what is on our menu today. Some kale. You should do kale less often or occasionally. I haven't done kale in a while, so we're going to do kale. Green beans, endives, which I didn't even know existed before I was an animal keeper. Some acorn squash. I'm going to grate it, or you can cook it so it's easier for them to eat, but I'm going to grate it so it's small pieces. For our protein, I'm going to do some extra lean ground turkey. And when I have this much, what I do is roll it out into a flat sheet, cut it into pieces, put it in the freezer, and then bag them up into single servings so I can take them out and thaw them when I need them. And as a treat, because I love them, we're going to do a little bit of strawberry. Okay, her enclosure is certainly not what I want it to be quite yet, but I realized while I was in the kitchen I should grab a rat to defrost for Piglet and some bloodworms for the fish. Also, fun little fact, basically all of the audio on this video after this point didn't record, so hello, this is me doing a voiceover. Should still be good, so please stick around. Alright, while the rat and bloodworms defrost, I brought Ada her food. Her enclosure is in shambles. Please do not comment on it. I know, I'm trying to fix it. She is super lazy, probably because I tongue-fed her everything when she was a baby. Like, I always tongue-fed her, and now she's a little princess who wants everything tongue-fed to her. So I sat it close to her for a little bit so she could munch on it, and then I pulled it away to the back so that she would actually have to move for it. And I'll update through the video of her actually coming out for the food. Moving on to my leopard gecko, he typically eats live insects, but I read that they could have quail eggs, so I thought I would let him try one. He typically hides in the back where I'm currently pointing, and so he doesn't actually come out, and I don't see him unless it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I tragically blew up this egg literally everywhere. It came straight out of the enclosure, onto me, onto everything. It was just a really disappointing occasion. And Ada did come out for her food, so there's your update there. She slowly munched away, and so did the blue tongue. Alright, due to the whole lack of audio incident, I am here to explain to you what's happening next. So, we're moving on to the arboreal variety of geckos, meaning my morning geckos, gargoyle gecko, and crested gecko. They are on a live insect Pangea diet, and they had just got live insects the day before. They had got crickets, and the morning geckos had fruit flies. So the day I'm filming, we are doing Pangea. My crested gecko's favorite is apricot, but we didn't do apricot today. We did watermelon, and for the morning geckos, they also get some breed and grow because they are laying eggs all the time, and I also mixed watermelon breed and grow together for the gargoyle gecko because he is still pretty little. We want to keep him healthy, so I mixed that together for him. My process for doing that is not very fancy. I sit on my floor and mix it up, so that's basically what you're gonna see. Alright, next we have my ball python piglet. He is my firstborn son. I've had him for almost 10 years and he never refuses a meal. He's really dramatic. He will hold on to the rat for a really long time, drag it around, just be very extra. I would also like to say that the bulbs in this rack system didn't come with cages over them, and I just want to say that I did order some because I'm worried about them getting burnt. Hi, I moved to my bed because I thought I'd be more comfy here, but the lighting is rough. Don't talk about that. Next up, we're moving on to fish. Why is this pillow case all twisted? Oh. In that room, I have, I believe, 9 fish tanks. Mostly different kinds of guppies, Endler guppies, and mollies, a bristlenose pleco, a zigzag eel named Sven, and yeah, just a lot of shrimp. I have 5 shrimp tanks in there, and an endless amount of snails, so you'll see me give the snails a cucumber, I believe, and that day I gave the shrimp, I believe, pumpkin and carrot little treat things that are meant for shrimp, so that's what you'll see them eat. You'll also see me section up a lot of bloodworms and drop them into 2 specific spots in the Endler guppy tank. That is for the zigzag eel, Sven. I'll show you him here. He hides. I rarely see him, like maybe once a month, and I know where he hides, so I just drop a bunch of bloodworms at the door for him, and he comes out and gets them. So that's what you're watching next. this one. This has my more fancy guppies in it, some snails, and the guppies' babies. There's one just regular fancy guppy female in here, and then some female black tuxedo guppies, I believe, and then a couple tequila sunburst guppies, a red tuxedo, and my favorite, the snakeskin guppy, which is right there. For these guys, I'm gonna do some of the bug bites. There's also more snails in here than we need because I have so many snails that each tank has kind of a lot of snails in it. So I'm also going to drop in some algae wafers. Okay, next, remember the bloodworms? Here we have a 17-gallon cube. I know it's not beautiful, believe it or not, I just cleaned it, but there is 3 stone catfish in here and basically 8 billion guppies. This is a breeder, obviously. So I just dump in a bunch of food and they go crazy for it. I do kind of a lot of food because the stone catfish and the snails. See a stone catfish. Let me try to show you. There's one right there. There's another one too. It's right behind it. The water is making it hard to see, but it's right there. Okay, this is a 20-gallon long my Endler guppy tank. There's a lot of snails in here. So I'm gonna do some cucumbers. I wasn't in the mood to blanch my cucumbers, so I put them on a fork. We are just gonna plop her in. And with that, for fish food, the fluval bug bites. And for my zigzag eel that resides in here, down here, because that is where he hides. All right, this tank was supposed to be just plants, but of course, people give me their fish they don't want, and now it's mollies and guppies. So, there's also a rather large bristlenose pleco in here that someone gave to me. This is 25 gallons. I'm gonna move the pleco into the 30-gallon BioCube when the BioCube is ready. There's also an abundance of snails in here. So, I'm gonna do some of these. Fish food. There's the bristlenose pleco. There's some actually gorgeous guppies in here that I will breed out at some point. These mollies are really funky colors. Video and my microphone was working, so that's awesome. Hi, me again. I decided to sacrifice comfort for better lighting. You have made it to the end. I'm proud of you. This whole video was a lot. I've been editing it 4 days, little bits between work, spending time with my boyfriend, and going to his hockey game, and dealing with fish tank mishaps, and just all kinds of fun stuff. I'm very excited to have given you guys a little updated feeding all my animals, and I'm sure it won't be the last one I ever make. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you could consider subscribing, liking. I love when you guys comment. I literally love reading comments, so please, if you have something to say, let me know. Today I went to my last reptile expo that I won't be vending at. So exciting. Next year is going to be very exciting. I appreciate you guys so much. I really hope that you will stick around and watch more videos. Subscribe so you can see what's coming up in the future. Just a reminder that if you miss me here, I'm pretty active on TikTok. It's Shane's Reptiles 1 because somebody stole Shane's Reptiles. They didn't steal, they just got to it before me. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. I just really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.